The ones like you gave me?
Mm-mm.
Oh. Okay, now I'm looking. I don't see it. I didn't take any glasses out of here. I'll be okay.
All right. Let's get this party started. And let's get this party started right. Now, let's get this party started. And let's get this party started right. Glory to the King. Hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to the University of the Painful Truth. It's Pastor Dowell here. All right, welcome. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. It's Pastor Dowell. Hey, let me change my sling here for a second. I probably should have took it off prior to the show beginning here. Just recently got back home into the saddle, and of course I usually take my friend with me. My friend usually comes along with me. All right, glory to the King, glory to the King, glory to the King. Everybody doing all right? Everybody doing all right. So welcome to the University of the Painful Truth. Good afternoon, each and every last one of you. Good to have you all. I've literally probably have been back at the Straightway headquarters every bit of, 15 minutes. Well, I came in here and want to speak with you. It's obvious that many of you already know that we are not actually having the meeting in Fredericksburg, Virginia this weekend because of the winter weather that has actually blanketed most of the South and the East and Midwest the United States of America. What a storm. What a literal storm this thing has and it is. You know, what is amazing me, though, is that on the way driving back from Georgia, I looked up in the sky and there's chemtrails behind the clouds. I'm like, what in the world's going on? And we all know that we're getting ready to brace for the second wave of this storm here at Straightway. It's getting ready to come to us on an unprecedented scale again. As a matter of fact, it's going to be doing it to us. Let me see. The rest starting 6 p.m. today. And we're going to have rain, sleet, snow all the way up until tomorrow or the next evening. And so right now, as it stands, we're playing it by ear. Far as if we're going to have Shabbat service, more likely, if the weather is bad in the morning, we'll probably just do Shabbat service right here. I'll maybe open up the phone lines or something like that, and we'll just have a little short teaching and do a talk right here. Tomorrow night, Sisters and Sisters broadcast at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Host Sister Ashley and co-host Mother Jennifer. They'll be on, providing that we have power. Now, mind you, everything is predicated upon us having power, okay? If you don't hear from us, then chances are we don't have any power because of the storm that has came through or something like that. Who knows? But everything should be turning or returning back to normal after the first day. I appreciate each and every last one of you who donate and help support by Cash App. I appreciate each and every last one of you who donate to this particular man of God, this ministry right here, by Super Chat, PayPal, Patreon, whatever apparatus that we have out there that seems to be blessing each and every last one of you. We bless you for it and we thank you. I got a few things I need to cover because I was really getting ready to cover all of this. Donna Ya Natural Queen, thanks for being you. Well, bless you, sister. $20 super chat. Thank you for your offering and listening, watching and listening. Keep growing. Now, we all know, sisters, tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, the broadcast will still go forth. Our hill, it was amazing because when we came in, I noticed all the roads. Now, the secondary roads or the third roads, whatever you want to call it, here, it's all covered with ice. Ice and nothing but snow, just seats, ice, and snow. I'm not too much worried about it because the type of vehicle that I usually drive around in now, more than anything, it's a four-wheel drive truck. It's got some gigantic Toyo MTs on them. It's basically an all-terrain vehicle. And it gets me to where I need to go. I can go anywhere, any place with that vehicle and do what I need to do. It's just a good vehicle. And it's set up that way. But if we got down the hill, probably get up the hill pretty good. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend if you're just using regular street tires or anything like that. But anyway, we noticed that our road hadn't even been touched, and not so much as even by a scraper in this county, or even a salt pebble hadn't even been touched. That's fine and good. Neither here nor say, well, that's fine and good. We had actually a good trip coming home, but it did disturb me. I'm sure some of you saw the videos I posted earlier. It highly disturbed me. And I don't have time to deal with all the trolls and the ignorant people out there and try to answer ignorant questions. But it did kind of disturb me today because as I was coming home from Georgia, I saw the state troopers leaning out their car, and some of them with the window down, and they had this little radar gun. And I'm up here monitoring my unit in R7 because it has laser, radar, it has laser, KA band, and all the other bands, okay, on there. Probably one of the top radar detectors that there is out on the market today. Matter of fact, I know it is. And I noticed that he would gun somebody, shut his door, get in his car, turn on his lights, and of course you know how they do. They endanger public safety and blaze out there just as you wouldn't believe it, and all to catch a speeder, zigzagging through traffic and stuff. And they got both them people, and I was like, man, my radar didn't even give any detection at all. I'm talking about them that's, on the road. But however, I will tell you this, there is a good app, a very good app that I had come across called Waze. W-A-Z-E, I think it is Waze. And on that app, while traveling home, what it does is you put that app, that app up, and it gives you a map. And then people, as they travel, they begin to mark where police are ahead of you getting there. And then it'll either ask you if the police is still there or not, and of course you can confirm it. Or just a damn good app for somebody that's driving, or that's coming along in the passenger side, and it gives you all the bogeys are, and where every bit of the bogeys are. Now, we all know that it's a dog and pony show out there. Literally, we all do. It has nothing to do with truth, justice, righteousness, or who's right, who's wrong, or anything like that. It just doesn't. It literally just doesn't. But it's sad. It's sad what I see transpiring and taking place and going on today in the world that we live in. But I wonder what that technology is. Now, it could be radar, could be aircraft. I don't know, but why would they be flying? And stuff like this. I don't know. But nevertheless, I put it out there. Hopefully we get some intelligent answers. We always have, pretty much we have trolls on everything that we do and everything that you do in life. You cannot help that there are going to be low base-minded people in every aspect of your life, especially if you're here on social media. They're going to impact you in some way, somehow, at least try to. The best thing to do is block them, keep it moving. The way you starve a narcissist is just simply by not giving a narcissist too much information, too much time, and not even replying to them so much, because they're not even deserving. I do have an old pastor that made a video a few weeks ago asking me questions, but I don't think he's a pastor of an assembly now. I don't know what he's doing now. He's 72 years old. And of course, y'all know my prerequisites for debate. You have to be a head of some type of organization. You need to have, you need to show the proof of your pastorship, not just because you say that you are. If you want to have a discussion with me, a vigorous discussion, I do debates. But I do debates professionally. I don't do debates online. I don't do debates where you're arguing and back and forth and fussing with each other, over the internet or YouTube or whatever it is. And I don't do debates where you get a little time, you hear a little bell. I like doing them right in front of everybody, an audience and a moderator. And we have a professional format. That way, everybody out there, they get a chance and an opportunity to be able to see what a real, true, structured debate, an intelligent, structured debate is about, because that way you're able to truly see academia at play. Some people claim that they have academia even though they have letters. Some have master's degree, bachelor's degrees, theological degrees, theology degrees, and you find out all they did was just waste. They paid a lot of people a lot of money to be dumb on purpose. That's basically what they've done. And they're deceiving the hearts of the people and the simple, and it's just sad. So more than likely, we have a lot of bad weather, like I said, coming in. It's supposed to be coming here in the next couple of hours. Heavy, hard and heavy again. We're back home here at headquarters, and we're going to be doing our thing here. All right? So we're still going to go forward as long as we have power. We're still going to go forward with the Sisters broadcast tomorrow, Blog Talk Radio Friday night, Shabbat service 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, providing that, matter of fact, the roads are probably not going to be melted, but we're going to play it by ear. I can't give you an answer right now. I'm going to have to look at and spend some time looking at the weather forecast and what they're anticipating before I can make a call. Again, the Fredericksburg, Virginia meeting has been called off. We've been planning this for a while, the DMV meeting, February 20th. We're right now looking to see if we can confirm the meeting for March the 6th, because weather prohibited us from being able to have a meeting this particular weekend. So we're looking at March the 6th, and we may have to change venues. And right now, as it is, they're standing over 200-something people that was already anticipated to be at this particular meeting at DMV. So we're looking forward to see what the Most High Yah is going to have for the people in those particular areas. We also looking forward to seeing you there as well. All right. So, I've done a couple of videos, and I am, my heart truly goes out to the people today that are unprepared, that are not prepared, and then those who have been able to listen to the voice of Pastor Dowell, yet they choose not to do anything about it. My heart literally goes out to them, but that's all it can do. Because I remember I told you the heightened sense of selfishness is when you had an opportunity to prepare, but then you turn around and want to go and take the resources that somebody else has spent the time, the energy, and the effort to stack up, store up for the people that they're having there maintain. Remember what the book says. The book says that the poor are the ones who have the message or the gospel preached to them. And that's what we basically do. We minister to the poor, those who come to the Most High Yah. But I tell you what, Elder Mitchell, he sent me a text message, and he made a screenshot. I think it's a map, but I want y'all to listen to this, because the video that I did today, it was right along the lines what he was saying. And I'll tell you, let me move this light over here a second. And with that being right along the lines with what he was saying, it was so true yet painful. And mind you, this is a government a government servant. And most people want to get upset with Pastor Dowell when I try to tell you exactly what you need to do, how you need to go about doing it, what you need to be focusing on in the day, the time, and hour we find ourselves living in, and then put your time, energy, effort in that, your wisdom, your knowledge, your know-how, your sweat equity, your force and your energy and power. Put all that into it, everything that you've got. Because all you're going to do is lift up and thank the Most High Yah that you had the eyes to see and the ears to hear. But other people are going to perish because of their obstinate, their vindictive, callous attitudes, their visceral attitudes, to where their arrogance and their pride is going to lead to many to destruction. Period, point blank. So I want y'all to listen to this for a second, all right? And I want y'all to hear. Let me get on this for a second. Now, this dude is the mayor of Colorado City, Texas. Colorado City, Texas. And Tim Boyd, he posted a few hours ago, and I'm going to read. Now, if you're there and you're listening and you want to hear what this mayor of Colorado City, Texas had to say concerning what's going on right now, type in a number 1 in the chat room. Type in a number 1 in the chat room as we get going, okay? And many of you are going to be surprised and you're going to be amazed because you're going to say, you know what? Sounds like Pastor Dowell been trying to tell us over and over again. You know, one reason why I tell you is because I'm a leader. And as a leader, I'm charged to stimulate the thoughts of the minds of the people. Because if they're not stimulated, if there's not some type of defibrillator put up on it to where they can actually exercise independent thinking, you know, use a little bit of self-autonomy, then they won't be raised by these issues. And these issues will not come to the forefront. And they won't give the people the opportunity to be able to do what they know that they should be doing. So, I want y'all to really, truly give an ear and listen to what he has to say because he's speaking from the heart. This is the mayor of Colorado City, Texas. And he's going to come right down the middle. He's going to tell it how it is. I want y'all to listen. And then check out the videos, how I've been speaking over the years and see what I've been talking about and put it together. But listen to what he says. Now, mind you, I've always told you that number 1, you dial 911, you're going to die. I've always told you that the government is not there, regardless of how many times you hear the news media and everybody else and talking about how they're there for your well-being, your welfare, and all this other stuff. They're not. They're not. Government, I want y'all to listen to me very closely. I'm going to say something now, okay? Government can't produce anything. Their whole total makeup and design is to take. And the one way they take is by forced taxes upon the people. And of course, we're levy taxes at every end. You wonder how the federal government can come up with so much money when it comes to federal aid to a lot of stuff because, I mean, a lot of people who receive a paycheck, you have federal taxes, state taxes, and then some of you have county taxes, and then everybody, if you have either property taxes or whatever it is, you pay taxes for your county or your parish or wherever you at, and all this is supposed to be going to the help to maintain the schools, the roads, to pay the so-called county officials, government officials, and money all over the place, slinging all over the place, except you and I get very little benefit of it. And this is how the government sees us. And yet he's still telling the truth on a lot of points where we should recognize that we need to grab our own bootstraps and pull them damn things up and get serious about prepping, if not for you, at least for the children out there. So listen to this. The mayor of Colorado City, Texas, he says, let me hurt some feelings while I have a minute. No one owes you or your family anything, nor is it the local government's responsibility to support you during trying times like this. Sink or swim, it's your choice. The city and county, along with power providers or any other service, owes you nothing. I'm sick and tired of people looking for a damn handout. If you don't have electricity, you step up and come up with a game plan to keep your family warm and safe. If you have no water, you deal without. And look at this. Think outside of the box to survive and supply water to your family. If you're sitting at home in the cold because you have no power and are sitting there waiting for someone to come and rescue you because you're lazy, is a direct result of your raising. Only the strong will survive and the weak will perish. Folks, God has given us the tools to support ourselves in times like this. This is sad. This is sadly a product of a socialist government where they feed the people to believe that the few will work and others will become dependent for handouts. I am sorry that you have been dealing without electricity and water. Yes, but I'll be damned if I'm going to provide for anyone that is capable of doing it themselves. We have lost sight of those in need and those that take advantage of the system and mesh them into one group. Bottom line, quit crying and looking for a handout. Get off your ass. Take care of your own family. Bottom line, don't be, that's what he's basically saying, be a part of the problem, be a part of the solution. Now that's real talk. And this feminine, soft society, they can't handle real talk like that. But you see, everything that he said is true. You may not like how he delivered the message, it's still the truth. But you can complain, you can murmur, you can gripe, you can backbite, you can do all that all you want. If you're freezing, it doesn't make you warm because you disagree with him. If you don't have any water, it doesn't quench your thirst. If you don't have any electricity and yet you didn't have a wood stove in the house, or you didn't have an alternative heating source like propane or gas, you didn't have that in, and you're sitting there freezing to death in sleeping bags, and you got icicles like I saw on one Facebook post, icicles on the inside of a house, dripping, literally, from the ceiling fan and the chandeliers. A lot of people in this world have an entitlement mentality. You see, we live in a country where the wicked rule over us, and they do it to their own hurt. I mean, we have to pay for all these goods and services and stuff. Have you ever considered the lifestyle of the Amish and the Mennonites? I mean, they live simple. They're not under the restrictions of cars and stuff because they don't have to get car insurance because they're horse and buggy. Now, is that an inconvenience in the daytime and hour that we're living in when we like everything to be given to us right then and right now, where our selfish flesh is just so selfish and we want it then? You see, I'm of the same mindset. When you've got people out here capable of being able to do for themselves, but yet they're sitting back, not doing anything, and I've been blowing this trumpet and sounding this alarm for all this time. Don't come to my front gate, because you're not going to like what you're going to receive. You're going to get turned away. That's like people, they want to be able to benefit from the work that we're doing here straightway, but they contribute nothing. So when shit hit the fan, they want to show up at the gate with puppy dog eyes like we're supposed to receive them, when their spirit is totally contrary to our spirit. They have not grown in grace. They have not grown in knowledge. They're not in sync with us whatsoever at all. And just because I have some type of familiarity with you, or I know you, or I know of you, I'm supposed to just open up the gates when I've been storing food when I've been prepping all this time for the people who are in the ministry, to the faithful ones that contribute, the faithful ones that labor, that is in his labor of love, but I'm supposed to take away from them and give it to you because you have a welfare mentality. Because when you have an opportunity to do good, when you have an opportunity to prepare, when you have an opportunity to prep, you don't want to do it because it's an inconvenience to you. So when that belly hit that spine and you're starving like an Ethiopian, don't blame me. You should blame yourself for not having the eyes to see and the ears to hear. Well, Pastor Dowell, what about being benevolent? I am benevolent. I told you, go read the gospel. The gospel are the ones that are poor are the ones who have the message preached to them and they live it. That's it. So, hey, that's why warning always come before destruction. And the Bible says pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit comes before a fall. The only thing that I owe anybody outside the perimeters and gates of this ministry is love. And I do. I love not in word, but I love in deed. But I'm not about to sit up there and give you what we got. When I've been telling you all this time, I told you, I'm going to use the analogy again. It's old as I don't know what. I'd rather take a fishing pole and take you fishing and teach you how to fish rather than me going and catching a fish and giving it to you. And this socialist agenda that Bernie Sanders, Joe Biden, downtown Willie Brown, Kamala Harris, and a lot of these other people got, hey, you cannot make a thriving country depending on handouts and entitlements and benefits and from the government. What are you going to do when your government turns their back on you? And they will. They turn their backs on the military throughout history. They turn their backs on the melanated people, commonly called black or African Americans. That's the designation they've been so-called given in this country. And so when you have been used to your back being turned on over and over again, sooner or later, you're going to have to wake up. Sooner or later, you're going to have to change the way that you view and see things for the reality that it is. I mean, like right now, don't y'all love receiving these stimulus checks? Come on. How many? Tell the truth. How many of you love receiving these stimulus checks? Free money. Come on. Don't you love receiving it? Look. Come on, clap your hands. Just be real. Don't you love receiving free money and stuff? I'm the only preacher, one of the few preachers out here that have the economic wisdom, knowledge, comprehension, and understanding to tell you exactly what's going to happen after you get that check. Sure, some of you are going to go blow it and waste it on some foolishness like a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox, a new Xbox, or some foolishness, or who knows what it is. When you should take the majority of that and buy some heirloom seeds. Prepare yourselves some raised beds for some gardens, to be able to buy you some canning jars. Try to do whatever you can to add it to hopefully the savings that you had to be able to have your own little simple homestead and then move into that. Oh, no, but you rather go out there and be a slave. Remember, the borrower is a servant to the lender. And most people don't care about what that word says. They're going to defy that with everything they got in them. You don't care if they give you free money, but you're going to pay for that. And if you don't believe me, go back 10 years ago and look and see what $100 of groceries would have bought 10 years ago, and then go and see what $100 worth of groceries will buy today. And tell me that Pastor Dowell has not done his part over the time that I've been ministering to try to help you. There's going to be a lot of people who have turned their backs on us, misrepresented me, lied on me, the whole 9 yards, whether it be in my house, outside of my house. There's going to be some people, they're going to feel the weep and the howl. Because remember, God's going to judge all of us. None of us getting by with anything. You can develop your own particular mentality and have your own opinion about a lot of things. But the truth is, the eyes of the Most High is greater than the eyes of man. And you should be living your life in such a manner to where you fear him and not man. And if you're doing that, then man is totally irrelevant in your sight. Providing for things honestly. I mean, really. But boy, people are in some serious trouble. So now we're getting ready to watch, and look at here. Have y'all not seen the standard operating procedure that's going on here in America? The answer to everything is print more money, because they don't have the stomach to balance the budget. They don't have the stomach. Nobody in the office of presidency, the executive branch, the judicial branch, it makes no difference. None of them have the stomach to balance the budget, because nobody wants to be blamed for impoverishing Americans. Because see, I'm telling you right now, we are in an economic depression. Oh no, Pastor Dowell. The reason why you don't see it is because every time you turn around, somebody's giving you free money. The jobs are gone. I don't care what news media reporting. I don't care how many they fudge the numbers and cook the books and they put CNN up here to mesmerize you and tell you that this is what the economy really looks like. That ain't what you see when you out on the streets. Businesses are closing everywhere because the American empire and its run, it's over. Learn how to read the proverbial writing on the wall. We're not going to be and continue to be the world's reserve currency forever. We can't do it. The empire's done ran for 200 something years. We done pretty good. But as the old saying go, all good things come to an end. And this thing has come to an end because we have idiots up in front of us. And they're not elected, but selected idiots. And you have idiots for preachers. You have idiots for pastors. Look, if your pastor is in debt, paying a mortgage, living in the city, living off the paychecks of the practitioners of the people in the church, do you think that he's going to tell you you need to save, you need to get out and create a homestead in the country if he's not doing it himself? No, he's not going to do that. It doesn't benefit him at that time. No, that pastor, that preacher, that teacher, that leader, that general, that captain, that apostle, that prophet, whoever the hell he is, he's going to have you standing in the food lines just like people are doing right now in Texas. They're standing outside in freezing cold weather, trying to get into the storehouse, commonly called grocery store. And by the time some of them get up to the door, can you imagine being the one that they're literally going to shut the door in your face? Can you imagine that when you get up there? Can you imagine they're going to be the ones that shut the door in your face when it came time for you to get up there and you think you're getting in the store to get some water, some eggs, some milk? I mean, just stuff in general. It's sad, isn't it? Isn't it sad? Isn't it so sad? The best thing for us to do is to try to find an acceptable platform that will allow us to speak freely and have real true First Amendment rights, freedom of speech, without being regulated by these private companies. A respectful platform so that the people's minds can be stimulated. I am on Patreon. My name is Pastor Dowell. I have a Patreon channel. I talk about all this stuff that I'm talking to you about right now, plus more on that channel. I mean, just Patreon. And I usually include descriptions down below the videos. If you haven't seen them in about a week or so, just go back to some older videos in the description block on YouTube, and you will see all the ways that you can stay in contact or get in contact and follow us in this ministry as we follow the Messiah. Right now, we're in the process of looking definitely to put on our own website, our own live dedicated stream outside of Facebook, outside of Twitter, outside of YouTube, outside of any other platform, that if you truly want to follow us and support us, you can go there. You can actually go straight to that stream. So we're working on that. We're working on that as I speak. Because each one of these platforms, they make money off of our content. They make money off of our sweat equity. They make money off of our wisdom. They make money off of our time, our energy, and effort, and then other contributors to it and stuff who advertise. They pay for you to actually, for them to advertise on our channel, and they actually end up YouTube and them actually get a bigger cut. So what we want to do is keep everything in-house and keep on circulating our dollars amongst ourselves. That's what we want to do. But man, I don't know what else to say to this generation except prepare. And continue to listen to those who have a track record. Like myself. Check out everything that I'm saying. See, a lot of people, they love getting on this social media platform and doing a lot of talking. As the old saying goes, talk is cheap. My best preaching and my best teaching is in doing. When you see me do what I say, you know that my words is true. When you see people just saying a bunch of stuff, but yet they ain't doing, and you can't even peer into their lives, you know they're liars. And the people who are not helping deliver, one man by his wisdom is able to deliver a city. How in the world are you going to be delivered from the city when ain't nobody telling you to get out of these population centers? Did y'all see that grid and that compound community down there in Texas? I mean, they had a helicopter flying over, and it was the grid was out for as far as the eye can see. And these people have been without electricity for 3 or 4 days. If we're without electricity in our communities, nothing stops. We have candles, we have flashlights, some places have generators, and we all have wood stoves in the house to keep us warm in the winter. But not only that, guess what? Our sisters can cook and prepare meals for all of us to eat a hot meal every single day. That's called being prepared. Plus, we have clean water. It's just a beautiful thing to be prepared. I just don't know how else that you can even begin to live it, preach it, or teach it, but by example. So all of us have to associate ourselves with those who have one heart, one soul, one mind, and one spirit. And there ain't too many of us that are joined together in one heart, one soul, one mind, and one spirit. Somebody has got to be the leader, and somebody's got to be the follower. That's just it. I'm looking at one guy. I'm here in Dallas, Texas. Electricity, day 3. Now, I remember in 2008, there was a storm that went through our little community up here, and we were without electricity. We were literally without electricity for 2 weeks. Had a hot meal every day. Didn't miss a beat. Water. Just had a nice, wonderful time. Didn't miss nothing. Again, prepare yourselves in such a fashion and a way to where you're not dependent upon the system in any way, shape, fashion, or form. You damn sure can't depend on your natural family, because they're going to save themselves and take care of themselves. And you watch and see how much your natural family love you when you come over to take what they got because you didn't prepare. And see if they don't have the same thoughts and same sentiments that I have. See if they don't. Because what are you going to do? Set up and eat up everything within a week? And then all of you starving like Marvin for the next 3 to 6 months? Yo, Rodney, $10 super chat. Thank you, Pastor Dowell. Love you like a father for your guidance and advice. I'm a 25-year-old with the ears to hear. Thank you for your motivation, planning, and preparing myself. So also could use prayer. Shalom. Bless you, my brother. Thank you for your $10 super chat. Jim Hackthorne, $2 super chat. We need straightway tube. Bless you, Pastor. Hey, I understand. One way we're able to actually get things like that, I mean, everybody in this world works on, believe it or not, giving donations. I mean, when you go to work, you give your time, energy, and effort, and they give you something in return, right? You see, going to places like T.D. Jakes, where he's going to tell you that David is a homosexual because he's involved in this theology over the years, that's just not going to fly for those of us who know the truth. He has to be able to capitulate to a base that's going to give him a lot of money. We're not compromising that. But can you imagine going to T.D. Jakes or Benny Hinn or Creflo Dollar and all them and telling them to take care of the flock? You know what I mean? All the congregation is there with them. In the time of need, see what happens? I remember that one preacher, what was that preacher name? Down in New Orleans. When Katrina hit, he got on his Learjet and flew up out of there and left the sheep. You know why? Because he's a hireling. Brother Jules, Bishop Paul S. Morton, a hireling. Then come back as a champion like we done been through a lot, y'all, while his coffins are floating on top of the damn ground. Snakes biting the hell out of everybody. Down there in the bayou, waters done flood, levees done busted and stuff, and this hireling done fled the flock. Brother Jules, $20 super chat. Bless you, shepherd. Happy to be a follower of a man who's truly following the Messiah. Bless you. Hallelujah. I just, in this daytime and hour, don't know what to say any more than the way I put it. Zay, $20 super chat. Bless you. But if y'all watch the posture of Joe Biden, he's had a stack of executive orders like this. Stroke of a pen. Has done away with thousands. He's getting into the hundreds of thousands now of jobs. That's why I ask all you Democrats. I ask you over and over again, how you like your politician now, the one you trusted in. Trump don't look so bad now. It's like when Obama got in office, Bush said, "Do you miss me now?" Oh yeah, and they did too, because it's amazing how the economy does so well when the Republicans are in office. Well, as soon as the Democrats get in there, the first thing that happens in poverty. Where do you all think that the printing of this money is going to lead us? Victor A, $20 super chat. Shalom, getting my taxes figured out to go for a CDL may bring down the loan costs. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Ronnie Bell, $20 super chat. Keep speaking the truth. I will, my brother. Like I said, we're going to be working on our own stream. Now, we're already looking into it. It's expensive. Every single month is expensive, but at least it will be ours. Yeah, a lot of people are realizing that a lot of things I've said a few years ago, and it's just now come to pass. Listen, I often tell the people here, you better hope that if you're in a family, you're married to a man, you better hope that he has wisdom to be a leader and lead you on the truth. If you're in the ministry, you better hope your pastor is wise to help y'all, because what I see coming down the pipe and what's on the horizon and how things are accelerating right before our very eyes, it ain't looking good. It's not looking good at all. If you get a stimulus check, you better go buy some beans and rice and peaches and canned goods, and then when you go buy them, get up to a certain amount of food, buy you some heirloom seeds, prepare you a raised bed garden, greenhouse preferably, and continue to make this a lifestyle of thanking the Father that you can go to a grocery store that somebody's already in canned stuff and rotate your stock out. Get you some Mylar bags. That's the one thing we got to get too. Y'all remember this, Ishaias. We need to get some Mylar bags, because I've been there getting ready to go on another spending spree like you ain't seen when it concerning long-term food storage. I'm getting ready to go on a spree. We getting ready to get stocked up. Prices will continue to keep going higher. Matter of fact, I got to get one company on the horn and talk to them and see exactly what kind of deal we can work for the amount of money I'm getting ready to spend on some food. Long-term food storage, 25-year shelf life. Also, in March next month, we have Yahweh's Passover. Preparation day is the 26th. Go back online, listen to the videos. If you want to attend and be with the saints, the set apart ones, and the Feast of the Most High Yah, Feast of Unleavened Bread, and the Passover, you want to call the number that's directly behind me right now and leave a message for Elder Doug. Elder Doug will get back with you. Now listen to me very closely. Elder Doug, last month, and don't quote me on the exact numbers, returned over 250 phone calls last month. That's a lot of time. He is on that phone 5 days a week, sometimes 6 days a week, between 4 and 6 hours a day, answering your questions, trying to help you out as much as possible. So he will get back with you in a timely fashion. If you notice, we've been getting a hell of a lot better by answering your mail through the mail, as well as your comments on Patreon, especially if you're a contributor over on Patreon. Brother Terry Israel Lane, bless you, my brother, $5 super chat. Blessing you, shepherd. All praises to Yah. Strive for humility and deeds over words. Thank Yah for the gift of you and Pastor Corey. Hallelujah. Well, bless you. Well, like I said, you're going to wish, you can't be an introvert. Sorry. If you were so wise and you had all the answers and you believe your wisdom is so wise, why ain't nobody listening to you? Why don't you have a following? I mean, because the people who follow Straightway, they come from all over the world and the United States. I just had somebody from Kenya calling on a broadcast last week. We got people from Ghana, Jamaica, Mexico, Canada, Puerto Rico, Alaska, England, Netherlands, Sweden, Germany, Australia, Philippines. I mean, South Africa. I can go on and on and on and on and on. And these people faithfully watch us and listen and do. And if you were so wise, where is the seal of your wisdom? Why ain't people listening to you and changing? Well, anyway, I know one thing. We getting ourselves ready. See, there's a brother right here from Jamaica sitting here right now listening. I don't know if he's part of the Straightway Truth Ministry, and I got to ask Elder Doug, but he's there. Hey! Got a special brother in the house. Black Male Advice TV, a.k.a. Ringo, $10. Bless you, Pastor Dowell, for all your ministry work and the work of the saints who support you. That right there is probably Ringo. Black Male TV Advice. Y'all go check him out on YouTube as well as Patreon. Go over and become a patron. I've been a patron of his probably ever since he got on Patreon. I don't know. I know as soon as I found out he's on Patreon, I've been supporting him. But, Ringo has a very unique ministry there because he really truly has a concern for families. He realizes and knows that we can't get this thing right until we get the men right, until we get the women right, and get the families right. And this brother's just on point. Now, if you are a punk, you have sensitive ears, don't go over there and listen to him, because all you're going to do is get offended. Because only men can listen to men, and only men is going to go over there and listen to Black Male TV Advice. You got to get that. I've been knowing the brother. The brother's been on YouTube long before I was. I mean, I think he's been on YouTube ever since 2006. I didn't come on to YouTube until like the end of 2008. And that's only because somebody, I forget how I came about it, but then I heard the Most High thunder in my spirit, make yourself known. And I started doing it, and here we are. But see, if you're going to be wise, you need to listen to wise men like that who are doing something about themselves and their families. It's just a beautiful thing. Hey, if Hezekiah is up, can y'all bring him here for a second? This young man, my little young son, he just got finished coming from Georgia on a 7-hour trip because of this Arctic wind right here. We had to hurry up and get back to home base before the next blast come through. But we are supposed to be in a position, we are, to leave an inheritance for our children's children. And some of you believe and think that you're in a position to leave an inheritance to your children's, yet you don't even have anything to offer for yourself because you simply won't submit. Look at my little man right here. All right, you come on, because you know everybody loves seeing you, man. Look at him. This is Hezekiah. Go over there. Okay. This is Hezekiah. Hey, say hey, Hezekiah. Wave to everybody. Go over here. Come over right there. Right there. Say hi. Hi. This is Hezekiah Dowell. He's going to be reared and raised right. Like all my sons that's come after me, he's going to be a man that fears y'all. He's going to know how to play musical instruments. He's going to know that word. He's going to lead by example. And we're going to bring him up in the fear and admonition of the Most High Yah. Look at it. Don't he look jolly? He just turned 5 months yesterday, right? Yesterday, he just turned 5 months. And no, he's not missing any breast milk. He's not missing all. And that's all that he's eating is breast milk. Look at him. Look, man, you see everything going on? Now, hallelujah. All right. Glory to the King. I am doing everything I can, not only to help prepare life for him and leave a legacy for him, but all the children in this ministry that's coming behind. I'm teaching elders, preachers, teachers, pastors, everybody in this world. I'm teaching them who have the ears to hear, the eyes to see, the ears to hear, just so that they will be able to have something to fall back on. Because as you all know, we don't have parents and we don't have people in our generation to leave us an inheritance. So we have to break the curses and start doing it ourselves. What did I say wrong? Uh-oh. I lost my chat on here. Let me get back on here real quick, get this chat going. Johnny's. Jarice. SEK50. I don't know what that is, but hey, I don't know what state that or whatever it's from, but thank you for your super chat offering there. Brent Travis, $50 super chat. I've been following you for about 2 months, and I've listened to your past 4 sermons. Yah bless you and keep you safe. I love your message. I have bought 6 months of health prepackaged aged food. I have seeds. I am locked and loaded. I pray for this world. Now I understand. Thank you for your offering. Don Hopper, $20 super chat. Thank you, Pastor Dowell, for all you do. I've learned a lot. All praises to the Most High Yah. Try it, buy it, make it, sell it. $20 super chat. Pastor, I was blessed to come across your channel months ago. I have shared out of so many of your prep videos out. Good, thank you very much. I've learned so much and still learning. Glory to the King. And of course, you know, one thing that I definitely put emphasis on is handguns and knowing how to defend yourself. See them things back there? That thing right there. I tell you, and you can ask a couple of brothers here, I have no problem making headshots, face shots at 100 yards with that. That's my primary weapon right there. And you better become proficient in learning how to develop skills to not only that, but protect your family. And if you live in a community setting, you need to look. That's the reason why I keep talking about. Listen to me very closely, okay? That's the reason why I keep talking about how that you need to be mutually assistant with people who are trustworthy and have proven themselves to be trustworthy. Usually the people that are trustworthy, they're very intelligent and they have a humility about themselves. And they have a teachable spirit. And they're in it for the same reason you're in it. To bring about of protection and an expected end for all of us. You see, it would be a bad mistake if a horde of people who thinking about coming to loot and rob and do harm or whatever you want to call it, to Straightway, it's going to be a bad day for them. It's been better for them to not even been born, because from that we're going to flip the script and become 100% warriors. We know how to cut it on. We know how to cut it off. That's the reason why it's viable of learning how to train. Yes, Jordan, if you don't believe me, go ask Kabir. He'll tell you. Ask him. He saw me do it multiple times, over and over and over again. Ask him and TJ. But I tell you, I also, Brother Ringo is probably one of the few brothers that you ever hear me give a shout out. That is literally a friend of me and the ministry. Very, very few. I don't usually give out shout outs to people because you don't meet too many honorable, respectful people today, and it runs both ways. But you should go over there and support him. Brandon Hydes, $5 super chat. Thank you, Pastor Dowell. You give a young man from the streets life and hope. I hope so. I hope so. I come from the same streets. It's just that I haven't always followed the crowd and done what the crowd has done. I've always been able to think independently. And it's always bode well and worked well for me, and I hope that it's working for you. You don't have to live and do like the way that the world tells you to do. You don't. You can actually prosper and benefit. But you got to fear the Most High Yah. That's first and foremost. You got to become a servant of Yahshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, and you got to serve him with all your heart, soul, mind, and spirit. And you got to love him. Love him. Now, again, if you're not used to talking about sensitive subjects and stuff, I'm telling you, you don't need to be listening to me. You damn sure need to be listening to Ringo, because you're going to get talked to as men over here. Do you understand? And on the healing front, if you want to know anything about natural herbs, now we don't, the Most High Yah is the only healer in the universe. Our disclaimer is anything that we tell you does not prevent or cure any cancer or disease. You need to seek the respectful intelligence of a competent practitioner, healthcare practitioner. That's what they tell you. All right, I said that because they need to tell you that, because if not, they can put a lawsuit on you. But the herbs of the field for the service of man, there's another young brother on here, beautiful young man that got a knowledge like you wouldn't believe of natural herbs. Yaqui Hickman, Yaqui. Just type in YAH-KI, Yaqui. Go check him out. What do you got to lose? Go check him out. If you hear me put my name on anything, you better believe, and I'm supporting somebody, you better believe that there are people of character, people of wisdom and strength. Obadiah Israel, $5, super chat. Pastor, shalom, Pastor, bless, Yah bless, glory to the King. Yaqui, okay, Yaqui awaken. Elder Rufus, thank you for the correction. Yaqui awakened. YAHKI awaken, AWAKENING. Yaqui awaken. Go over there and check him out. All right. Herbs of the field for the service of man. Over there on my Patreon channel, I'm gonna really go in about what my thoughts are concerning what the hell's going on in this world today. And I don't have to worry about no restrictions on there, because I upload my videos to Vimeo, and then I upload them to Patreon over there, and I ain't got to worry about nobody up at YouTube having it out for me, because they said I'm violating their rules and guidelines, which I usually don't make a habit of doing anyway. I mean, how you think I ended up getting this if I'm nothing but just a violator of YouTube's rules and guidelines? I mean, Think about that. And how the other people get it. I mean, come on. And they say that they're keeping the place safe. But, you know, the mainstream news media, they can put out disinformation and information. Nobody says nothing. I can go on here and see about 50,000 videos, or at least 50 videos of people speaking about the virus and everything that's going on. Nobody says nothing. But as soon as Pastor Dowell says something, all of a sudden we're concerned about keeping the community safe. Yeah, all right. Chris Ridley, $2 super chat. What advice would you give a first-time father? Be an example. The best example you can do is teach your children the fear of Yah. And when you look at them where you would want them to be when your life is over with. And hopefully that would change your life from your own selfish perspective, and it'll get it the center and attention and focus off of you, and to get it up on the seed that's coming after you. Because a good man lays up for his children's children. Somebody say, well, I can't do that on community. I tell you what, it's a mystery, isn't it? Isn't it a mystery? So anyway, hey, did they do that twice or not? Oh no. If the mom of the child isn't cooperating with me, brother, you live in a wicked, Jezebelic society. And that's the reason why before you people go out here and decide to insert your seed into a woman, you need to know what and who you get married to. And the sad part about it is, if you're not sitting up there getting married to someone that fears Yah, you already out of pocket and out of box any damn way. You have to understand, we live in a feminist, matriarchal society that is designed to castrate every man. The court system, the whole entire system is against man. So you got to learn how to get outside of that damn system so you can keep your sanity before you go stark raving mad. And you need to learn how to be able to discern and who to mate with in order to bring forth a righteous seed. And sometimes I'm telling you right now, just like over in Ezra and Nehemiah, you just going to have to cut away these strange ass women that don't fear Yah. And you need to learn more than anything how to get out of the public and into the private. So when they think that they can take your ass to child support court and all this old other stuff, when they think that they're going to come and raid you for your assets and saddle you up for 20-something years or 18 years of child support, when they try to come after you, they find out that you don't own nothing, but you control everything. You can tell them, go kick rocks, damn it, because your damn plan didn't work with your deceitful ass. There you have it. All right. But anyway. Okay. So anyway, we said enough here. Like I said, I just got finished getting back on the road, from the road and stuff. I'm back at home and stuff. And I'm going to go in here and relax with the family. Like I said, y'all go and check out Yaki Awaken. You go check out Black Male TV Advice, Ringo, and support them. He has a Patreon channel as well. Go over there and get on his Patreon channel. He does quite a few live broadcasts. I can mostly catch up on his broadcasts when I'm on the road all the time, but that's what I can do. Listen, in this country, women apply for divorce 80% of the time. So how often do you want to go be deceived and get a marriage license? I even try to make videos warning NFL players, NBA players, professional basketball players, because you see what happens all the time. These women, they don't mind, they're so low. They'll go out and have babies. And as soon as you fear the Most High and start keeping His commandments, they go batshit crazy, stark raving mad. They don't give a damn about you. And anytime that you can get married to a woman and she wants to get a government marriage license, kick rocks, kick traces. They ain't the one for you. Your word should be enough. Your private contract between you and her should be enough. Because that woman is planning on taking you to the cleaners. Now, if you don't listen to what I got to say, even though I have all these years of counseling experience, You deserve exactly what you get, but don't come whining to me because I've already done told you. Don't know why you can't. If you can't send super chat, just go and donate it at what's that, Cash App or PayPal. I mean, the moderators put up information here all the time. Glory to the King. Well, anyway, I bless you all. I hope you keep watching, keep listening. I will be on here, be the Father's will that electricity is not out. Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Blog Talk Radio. I may or may not take your phone calls. Daniel Camargo, $5. Salome Shepherd, saw you teach that curious spirits are evil. How do we discern if it's on us, if we're simply seeking wisdom? Thank you, sir. What you need to do is spend time going back into my archives and type in a particular spirit that you're trying to center your attention and focus on and learn about, and then go listen. Hey, Straightway Tech Team, they're on YouTube. Straightway Live, they're on YouTube. Them are two avenues right there that definitely has a lot of my messages archived, especially Straightway Tech Team. Go on there and type in that and then listen, watch and listen. Hallelujah. But the worst thing you can do is make a contract with the government. That's the worst thing you can do. Anyway, hope it says something, stimulate thought. I want you all to be encouraged, okay? I'm going to relax because I'm tired. Been on the road. And you know, when the weather's like this, you understand why truck drivers are so respected nowadays, because, man, it's so mentally taxing watching out every minute for all these cagers out here that want to pull out in front of you and don't care nothing about you and think your truck can stock on a dime and stuff. And you really got to be extra careful when you're in a winter weather advisory like we are down here in the South. All right? We'll try to do that over there, all right? So anyway, hey, y'all be encouraged. Bless you all. Sweet, precious, strong, victorious, mighty, overcoming name, our soon coming King. Yahshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ. Looking forward to seeing y'all Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Shalom, shalom, shalom. The King is coming.